overall, the experience was uncomfortable. There was no pain, however. Only a little bit of stinging at first. They take some lidocaine, and there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can choose to do the mask or not, and I'll explain that in a second. But they take some lidocaine, and they put it up your nose. It's in like a little syringe. They say sniff. As they do it, you sniff. It goes up and down. This part is the part that stings. It stings a little. So we did that. They looked. They decided we were going to do a laser treatment. So they brought me into the laser treatment room. It's a whole separate room, and it's kept very clean. And so that's when they did that again. They gave me another lidocaine because I told them, you know, I don't think it's really, the numbness had worn off by then. So then they took a cotton ball type thing filled, like just soaked with some lidocaine, and they stuck that up my nose, like up to here it felt like, and they just let that sit in there for like 10 minutes to numb everything up real good and nice. And then they gave me the mask. Now you can choose to do the mask or not. You have the option to not. I talked to my doctor, we weighed out the pros and the cons of it, and I decided to do the mask. Now what the mask is it just looks like a regular oxygen mask, but it's got some lidocaine like in a little bottle hanging down from the mask part. Like, here's the mask, and then there's like a little bottle of like lidocaine, and then there's oxygen coming through as well, and that steams up that lidocaine and you breathe it in. The reason why I picked it was because it's a more smoother transition to getting numb, because the next part is also bad. It does not hurt, but it is super weird, uncomfortable, and makes your body fight against its own like survival instinct in a way. So I would rate that the worst part of the experience, the one coming up. The mask was very calming, actually. I found the oxygen to be very calming, and so that helped a little bit. And that really just gets, she said, it just basically gets like your mouth and your tongue and everything numb, and it starts to get your throat numb, so that maybe when they do the next part, it won't bother you as much. Some people don't like it because it gets too much numb. They don't like their mouth being numb as well. Me, I don't care about my mouth being numb. My fear is with my throat being numb, or my fear was. I don't really have much of a fear of it anymore thanks to this doctor and this procedure. But anyways, that was my biggest fear, and I conquered it. Gaming. But anyways, so they did that. Next thing, they put that scope up there. Now the scope doesn't have the fiber optic wire looking thingy. I don't know if it's actually fiber optic wire, but it doesn't have it in it yet. So they put this black scope in. It looks like just a regular laryngoscope, the scope that they use to go up your nose and look down your throat. It was like that, but bigger, a little thicker. And he actually had done something special to it that made it. I don't want to give away his like little secret thing that he does, because I don't know if he wants other doctors knowing he did, but he's awesome and he's great. And it just means more lidocaine is all the hint I will give you. But anyways, so he did that. He went up my nose, down my throat, looked at my throat, saw the thing, and it had an opening all the way through, like it was hollow. So they put the wire through there to zap it. And everyone's got to put on these goggles, these orange goggles. And my boyfriend covered my service dog's eyes, because my boyfriend and my service dog were there with me for moral support. Thank you so much. I appreciate them coming with me so much. I could not have done it on my own. You can legally do it on your own, because you can drive yourself home. It doesn't knock you out. There's no anesthesia. But they advise you they advised me for the next 2 days I could talk, to just take it kind of easy on my voice. Which I kind of did. I probably talked too much. I like to talk. But anyways, back to the laser story. So, he zapped it a couple times, and I started to smell a smell that I described as a burnt Cheez-It. Now I can't eat Cheez-Its. But you can smell it. It's not freaky. It doesn't really smell like, I don't know how one would imagine smelling burning flesh. I have never smelled burning flesh, so I have no idea. But it didn't smell like horrible. It was just weird to smell. And I could feel the heat. I couldn't feel any pain. I just felt like warmness in my throat from the laser zapping it. And I smelled that smell. And no one else around me could smell it, oddly. My boyfriend said he never smelled it, and he was about 4 feet from me, maybe 5 feet. So, like, no one around me could smell it. It was just because it was going up my vocal cords up into my nose that I could smell it. So, and that wasn't that bad. I mean, it's weird, but it's not horrible. Oh, we skipped the part. We skipped the part that I hated. So before they zap it, before they do that, before they put the optic laser in, they go down and they squirt some more lidocaine right on your vocal cords, like straight on that, so you don't feel any pain from that laser. And what that does is, he explained it as gargling. It makes you feel like you swallowed water the wrong way, and you're like gargling on it. But eventually that feeling goes away and you're fine, and it's not going to hurt you. But it's just the weirdest feeling, because it feels like you swallowed a bunch down the wrong way, because it's a liquid, and it feels so huge, like such a huge amount. And you're like, I'm going to drown, but you're fine. It goes away. They did 3 squirts of that. The first one sucked, the second one was uncomfortable, and the third one, by then, I didn't even barely feel it. Like, I was so numb that I didn't even gargle or cough. The first time I was coughing, and some came out of my mouth, and they had me hold a tissue just in case, because that's common and it happens a lot. So they zapped it, and they showed me what it looked like, and I will save you the details of what it looks like. I didn't get any pictures of it, but I wouldn't post them anyways on here, because... Why are you shaking? What is it? What's wrong? What's wrong? You see a kitty you want to play with over there? Yeah, is that a kitty you want to play with? It's okay. But anyways, that's my story on my laser treatment. Please like, share, and follow. It means the world to me, and that's the easiest way, cheapest way to support me. I love doing these videos, and I would love to tell more about my story, so if you have any more questions, please let me know. He's crying at the gate, they're gonna think I'm so mean to you. He wants to go across the street to where my boyfriend works. We can't do that. That's a busy street, bud. Roman. Such a drama king. Love you guys. Wash your hands. Bye.